actually got the tape in his mouth. The sun's just coming up, so you should be able to see me now, but we're about, oh, there you go, 4K in to a 50K trail ultra. No idea where we are in the pack, and we're just ticking along nicely, but it is literally just the start. Gotta pose for my photo. John and Mikey gone. I'm gonna walk up a hill because we're only 5K in, and to be honest with you, I haven't been feeling great today. I don't want it to be a torrid experience, so I'm gonna walk up hills from now. See where the chips lay at the end. So I let Mikey and John go for now because I'm just, like I say, I've not been feeling great, so I'm in self-preservation mode. I'm going to tick along in zone 2 and see tactically if I get the race right. We'll see if I catch up Mikey later down the line. We're only 6 kilometers in and it's a 50 odd K. So my plan is to keep my powder dry. I went too hard at the start. Let's see if that hurts me later on in the race. But look at this, this is pretty steep descending here, like ankle breaky territory. Deal with this. Well, all I can say is you're about to witness a battle for my soul. The trail or me? Do I keep it or does it take it? Because I am absolutely ruined. 10K in, I'm already making mistakes. I just got chased by a pack of dogs, which made me take the wrong turn. I had Mikey and John in my sights, but now they're long gone. We'll see if we catch up with them later in the day, but as it stands, my legs just feel like absolute lead. Heart rate is sky high. Really struggling to bring it back down. But I'm out here doing what I love. Ish. Walking up every hill for sure, because there are worse ones to come. Went through about 10K in 1 hour to give you an idea of how fast we're going. Like I say, I'm walking most of the hills. The hardest thing I'm finding is it's really hard in ultras not to play a game of cat and mouse. There's a guy just ahead of me, and you know, when we're on the flat I can take him. When we're on the hills he goes past me again, and I just got to run my own game. That's what I keep telling myself, like, don't run his race, run my race. And at the moment, the way I'm feeling, my race is to drop back and try and wait for my legs to kick in, because they're not there at the moment. So it would be silly pushing, because I've still got 40K, which is pretty much a marathon on trail and hills. Soul report, it's still intact. Just gone through the aid station and 14 kilometers in 126. It is hard going. About 200 meters up that way, you probably can't see him right now, but I can see Mikey. I might just get up with him and then stick with him. We'll see how we go. That blister, ooh, that blister's coming back down there, left big toe, so monitor that. Whew. It does feel like the legs might be coming back slightly. Sticking to the plan, every 45 minutes a gel, and actually I definitely think I need them. I wasn't sure, but I'm in zone 3 a lot here. So got to keep fueling. Let's go. So I found Mikey. Here's Mikey. Here's Ooh. We're running together now for a little while. I think a little bit of group encouragement. We're at 20k in, I think. So Mikey and I, we're quite happy right now because our watches say 17 something kilometers, but the signage says 20 something, and we're just hoping the signage is correct and not our watches. Maybe the GPS in the woods or something. It's got to be the hope, right? Good news, my legs are finally coming back to me. They're not there 100% yet, but I feel so much better than I did at the start of the race. The start of the race was awful, one of the worst I felt, but they're kind of coming back. I can run at a half decent pace, just ticking along now. Just left Mikey back there. We said we'd do our own thing, so that's what we're doing. So technical. Found John again, up a particularly steep hill, which is hurting my back just to walk up, but he's had a couple of spills. But you're all right? Yeah, he's good. No cuts, no big stuff. Bit dirty, that's it. Well, our watches tell us we're 23.2k in, but the signage kind of says maybe 26, so we'll see. And we're 2.5 hours in. We're finding the same people. Here's you again. We're at 30k. We're going to take our time at this aid station because I've got to switch out gels, put electrolytes in my drinks, basically just faff about a bit. John's going to clean himself up. So yeah, no rush because we've got another 20k to go. Right, we're refueled. John's cleaned up a bit. I don't know what else to say. It's very hot out here. We're hoping to get back under the canopy, so. There we go, why not just add sand into the mix, just on a trail race in the middle of a jungle, and then come out of the canopy and boil us alive. We're 33 kilometers in, 17k left. It's getting hard, but that's what ultras are, right? And we're nearly 4 hours in. I like these hills less than UTMB. At least UTMB, you knew what you were getting into. It was up, and that was that. These are just relentlessly, leg-sappingly up, just not steep. cut-off point. I mean, it's 11 o'clock for us, we're gonna be fine, but we reckon we've got 9-ish kilometers, maybe 10 left, so it's just cracking on now and just hoping that the legs hold out. We're in the baking sun now. John just broke my heart and told me we're not even at a marathon yet. We're now exposed, we're in the heat. It is pretty intense, but on the bright side, we just saw Mary finish, which was awesome. I think she was about maybe 4:45. She overtook a strong looking female runner almost in the finishing straight, so we'll find out what position she finished when I get home. I mean, you already know because her video comes out before mine, but yeah, she looked really good, really strong. She was actually catching me and John. She caught us up. I cannot even begin to convey how hot it is right now. 5.5 hours in, 45 kilometers. Feels like it might be 35, 36. All I can do is just run like a snail on the flat, walk any type of incline, that's it. That's all I got left. So hot. So the 1.5 kilometers I thought I had, it was 3, and now I think I have 1.5 kilometers, but I have no idea. It's 5:52, 5 hours 52 minutes. There is only hobbling on the flat or downhill, walking the uphill, that's it, that is it. Let's finish though, hey? I think this is the finish, a few more 100 meters, this is it. Oh my goodness me. 5:59. It's going to be over 6 hours by the time I get over the line. Oh, I can barely hold my hand up.
Right. You know the grief I usually give Mary for messing up the filming? Well, it's revenge time. I must have pressed the button twice on the GoPro or something because this is the only footage I got. So feel free to roast me in the comments. I deserve it. But I did a mock-up of exactly how the finish went on the day when I went out for a run later in the week. It was as exact as I can remember. Definitely.
Oh, so I'm about 100 meters from the finish. I feel absolutely marvellous. I don't know what everyone's bothered about with these ultras. It was really, really easy. No problems whatsoever. Oh, just gliding to the line now. Definitely not in pain or any pain whatsoever. No pain, just lovely, good thoughts, and I'm just really, really glad I did it. What a lovely ultra. And then, there I am, finished. And that was about the same as how I finished on the day, almost exactly. That's my view. These are my legs. I am done. 6 hours, pretty much on the nose. Aren't you glad you came along for that? Mary's gone to get me a drink. I think Mary came 3rd or 2nd, which is amazing. I don't know where I came. I think maybe 12th or something. I mean, hopefully you know me enough to know I don't care. I finished. I'm happy. I need to sleep.
And that very much wraps that up. End of an ultra, end of a, not era really, but the end of the ultra. So let's sum it up. Do you like the finishers t-shirt, by the way? If you're interested in stats, which with an ultra they're not comparable to anything else, so I wouldn't be too worried, but I finished in 6 hours and 15 seconds, so I was so close to the sub 6 hours, but whatever. I was 12th out of 619 or something like that, but again, This was about managing my way to the end. As you saw, this was a process. It was about trying out my tactics. But what I learned from this race above everything else is that I need to surround myself with people like John, with people like Mikey, with people like Ivan Vlasenko, who won the 30k, and Alex Miller, who won the 50k, Simon Chandler, who did really well in his 30k, and people like Mary that inspire me and push me. That's what I need to surround myself with, and that is what I would suggest is the moral of this whole video is surround yourself with people that are gonna make you push yourself. It's as simple as that. I couldn't be happier with how it went. I'm still in recovery mode. It was the hardest thing I've ever done for sure, but I'm already starting to look back fondly, which is a good sign, because in 3 weeks I have the Bang Sen half marathon. It's a 2 a.m. start. This is going to be a road race, giving it everything from the get-go, see what is in the legs for a half marathon on the road. So it's pretty exciting because we've got a few more trail races coming up as well. And also let us know what races you want to see us do, because eventually the plan for the channel is to just go around the world racing. So we're all up for suggestions. You're interacting with us in the comments on Instagram. That's what keeps us going. It's what keeps us fired up. It's what inspires us. So please don't stop. We're on a roll. Let's keep it rolling. See you Wednesday.